So I really wanted soup, and I went downstairs to try and find a bowl. I couldn't find a bowl, so I decided to not have soup, and instead I was looking at all of the books on my shelf. I don't currently have all of my books with me, but I really like to read, so I'm going to tell you about all of the books I have on my shelf. This one, this selection, it's really good. I like it. I read this book in one day. It's amazing. This is the second book in the series, The Elite. I read this book in one day. The One is good. It's the third book. I read that in an entire day. This book, The Heir, which is the fourth one in the series, I also read the entire thing in one day. This is the last book in the series, The Crown. This is the only one in the entire series that I did not read in a day. It's the last book in the series, and usually I drag my feet with the last book in a series that I really like, so it takes me forever to read it. So I haven't finished reading it yet. I've had it since Christmas, and tomorrow's Valentine's Day, so yeah. It's about there's this competition where the prince finds his wife by having a whole bunch of girls from across the country come and move into the palace, and he gets to know them and fall in love with them, and it's a really sweet story. The main character is called America, which is great. I didn't pick up on the fact that it took place in America until afterwards, that I hadn't picked up on the fact that it was a future that happened in America. I'm a sucker for that stuff. Same thing happened to me in the Red Queen series. I didn't realize that it was happening in America until somebody pointed it out on Amino, and I was like, there we go. There's this Three Dark Crowns. I wasn't the biggest fan of this book, honestly. I liked the story, I liked the premise, I just didn't like the way it was executed. I feel like it could have been written a bit better. It's about every generation there's this set of triplets that are born to the queen, and they all have different powers, and they're separated, and then they have to battle to the death, and the last one standing gets the crown. I was not super into it, and it ended on a cliffhanger, and that meant that I had to get the next book, which I still haven't done yet, and I was like, oh, okay. And then this right here, The Graceling, I'm not very far into that one either. I can't remember if I liked it or not. It's still relatively new to me, I guess. I haven't finished reading it. I plan on finishing it eventually, but just have not been able to pick it up yet. And then I have the first 3 books in the Harry Potter series. I grew up on the movies, but I had actually only ever read the first 2 books, which I read back in middle school, and I'm like, oh, I should read that, because that's a classic, and I love the movies, and books are almost always better than the movies. So I have the first 3 books. I like them. It's been a while since I've actually read them, so I need to try to reread that. I have the first 2 books in the Trials of Apollo series by Rick Riordan. Oh my god, he was my favorite author growing up. I grew up on the Percy Jackson books. I loved them so much. I had the hugest crush on Nico D'Angelo. I was like, yes, perfect. And so I think I read some of the first book, but that was forever ago. I also have the Magnus Chase series, which I didn't get too far into. I don't have the whole series, I just have the first book. I didn't get too far into that one. My cat ate this book when he was a kitten. He loves paper, and he ate it. I have a whole ton more books at my dad's, but right now these are just all the books I have with me. And, I mean, it's a good selection. I've already read most of them. But yeah, those are the books that I have, and I felt like that'd be a fun little video to do my books, because I really like reading. Alright, thank you. I really want soup. Have a nice day.